a very quick run today, but it's still going to be exciting nonetheless. And let's hope that none of these runners fall on their basic instincts and end up doing door skips or things like that.
Yeah, it looks like we're both readying up to start the race. You saw Mikey checking out the controls there. Maybe he forgot one of the buttons or something. So, oh, we're already off. Let's go. Wait, Liam, you good? Sound like your mic glitched out.
It's looking like we're good.
Alright, nice.
We're off to the races. Okie dokie. Pull me back in a moment, please.
Oh no, Bluegh missing the first ramp in City Escape, so with skipless, there's not too many places that can go horribly wrong in City Escape. You can EFMO hit near the end of the stage, which will lose you a really, really big chunk of time if you didn't hit any checkpoints. Yeah, in the earliest stages of this race so far, one of the biggest ways you can lose time is by missing one of those ramps, which we did see Bluegh unfortunately do. Give Mikey a slight early lead here, but not by much actually, no, because Bluegh is pretty much already caught up with him. Yeah, they are pretty much at the same place. Bluegh is actually still in the lead, even with missing the ramp early on like that. And obviously, neither runner can go for CE skip, the biggest skip in the stage. So, it'll be interesting to see what strats both runners go for here. Not a whole lot of variance in skipless. Skipless does tend to be pretty consistent all around, but there are some relatively hard strats that maybe some runners would go for, like Kuruk ramp, which we have already passed, so we're not going to be seeing that, but...
Hello, hello.
Welcome back, Liam.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. How do I sound?
Your mic definitely sounds better now.
Excellent. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but we will be seeing some skipless movement going on in this stage, and it's looking like these runners are off to a pretty good start. Oh, garbage can.
It's true. You don't want to hit that.
It makes you feel like trash when you hit the trash, so don't hit the trash.
Hitting the trash.
Natural habit. It's my natural habitat, but not everyone else's. So.
Would you rather hit the trash or hit the Quan?
Oh, Quan all day, every day. But unfortunately, these runners cannot hit the Quan during this race. It is not allowed. It is banned. So we'll
true.
We will be seeing some Quanless movement here, but that won't be for a little bit. So. Who will finish out with the faster skipless time? It's looking like Mikeycoolmoney a slight ahead, but might have lost a bit of time to flying off. Ooh, yeah. What's it gonna be? 2:17, 2:18 from. Oh, the timer is still going.
Oh yeah, it's also worth pointing out that both runners have Gentleman's RTA, but Bluegh has a deal where she has to sit and watch the score countdown to make up for the Xbox loads.
I see. Thank you for filling me in. That's gonna be helpful.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of rough to gauge what pace each runner is on since it's an RTA, but it looks like they are relatively even, and obviously since it being RTA, what you see on the screen is actually genuinely the position that the runners are in rather than having to do quick maths and stuff. So... Bigfoot a relatively consistent boss. There's not a whole lot that can go wrong in Bigfoot unless you miss one of the boxes. We've seen it happen before though.
No, absolutely. Big shot can be a little annoying. And here with Mikey with the back box strat, love to see it. Back box gang, rise up.
It's been a while since I was a back boxer. Much more consistent strats, pulling out the 25 as opposed to the 22, but we'll definitely take it to ensure that you do not miss the box like I mentioned. Oh, Wild Canyon, my friends. Oh, and that's a really good set from Bluegh, no matter what piece 2 you get from this situation is. Unfortunately, the far sandy path, but with a free piece, it's going to be hard to get a bad set with this, I'd say. It's likely to be in bottom
pair of earrings from Mikey. We don't want to see that P1. And a green ping right off the bat, Ultra with 6 pillars.
Yeah, Bluegh with a 26. You love to see it. Maybe not the most optimal time, but the free piece definitely saving her here.
Yeah, not much you can do with the set with the far back free piece.
Speaking of free piece, Mikey also getting the exact same free piece, but I believe his set is actually better, and he gets the close sandy path enemy with that as well, pulling out a 24. So the time difference isn't that much, but the RNG difference, I would say Mikey had by far the more favorable set there. That was a really nice set.
Absolutely, and you love to hear when Cryptic pops off over hunting awesomeness. So let's hope to see more of that in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much to talk about going into Eggman. It's more of a case of hold forwards and mash the B button. Hope he doesn't turn too early. There's some manip you can do, but it's not really well known. So...
It's a change of pace being able to read those hints in the loading screen.
True.
Bluegh with a clean start to Prison Lane. Let's see what kind of elevator time she might get. Mikey finishing off Eggman with a slight advantage over Bluegh.
Yeah, it would seem so. Bluegh actually in the lead by around 20 seconds because I'm not sure if that's just due to Xbox loads or... you know, you gotta question the decision for Mikey to take RTA on this race. I don't think I would have done that in his position. I think the Xbox loads are definitely more of a disadvantage than maybe he was thinking.
Yeah, it's hard to say that the score countdown would make up for the difference in loads over time because it's a couple minutes by the end of the run. Maybe they could have thrown an extra cutscene in there or two.
Yeah, and that's why we're seeing Mikey so far behind RTA, even though in theory his stage times are pretty similar to what Bluegh is pulling.
It's looking like I missed the time that Bluegh got on the elevator, but it's looking like it was a decent enough time.
Yeah, indeed, and even with the massive nice wording, bro. Hold on, I got this. Even with the massive disadvantage that Mikeycoolmoney has, right? I said it. We're good.
Yep.
This is still going to be a really cool race, I think. We haven't seen Hero Story that much yet, so...
No, absolutely. And Mikeycoolmoney with the cursed 43-second elevator time, so let's hope that he can clean out with a 143 or a mid-140. Bluegh with the 137 Prison Lane. Oh my goodness.
Gotta commend that as well, especially after not playing Hero Story for so long. Like, getting a 137 is probably one of the best case scenarios here.
Every time I visit the Hero Store and ask for a 137 Prison Lane, they say, "Nuh-uh, all out. The best I can do is 141.
True.
Oh, Bluegh giving a couple seconds of the cutscene there. As we load into Metal Harbor, as Mikeycoolmoney finishes the stage, under loop from Bluegh, very well done.
That was nice.
147 Prison Lane, not too bad considering it can be a little tricky sometimes to navigate around the doors. Mikeycoolmoney still showing that he is not going to let go.
True, and Bluegh looking to be only around maybe 40 seconds in the lead at the moment, if we're counting when Mikey loads into the stage, which will probably be in around 5 seconds. So this race could still pull back in Mikey's favor if Bluegh takes a couple deaths at the end here, which can definitely happen. Looking a little bit risky, but she is going to make it.
And we see a happy birthday on VAR.
It's true. Well, Mikey, unfortunately, not getting the underloop that Bluegh did get so cleanly. Oh no.
Good recovery from Bluegh.
Yeah, she is safe on the rocket, but that could have been a lot scarier than it was. Bluegh gonna finish up with a nice sub 130 coming into this. It's gonna be close. No, just barely not.
Just half a second. Mikey opting not to go for birthday gap. Interesting choice.
I think we'll see both runners get pretty similar times out throughout here. Unless Mikey doesn't go for the last loop skip or makes a similar mistake on the rocket jump, but he does it really nicely, so...
Very clean, saving a couple seconds over Bluegh.
For sure. Welcome to Faker.
So far, so good. Hey, that's that blue hedgehog again of all places. I found you.
Found you.
Faker.
Better.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake.
Mikeycoolmoney saving a couple of tenths of a second off of Bluegh.
Yeah, you like to see it. Bluegh coming in with a little bit of difficulty on the last hit and actually taking a death. That's a 13-second disadvantage for Bluegh. And are they... No, Mikey has to watch the cutscene. Alright, I almost forgot. An 11:22 though. This is after restart, so I'm not sure how much the restart will save, but it's still a really nice time to see. And Mikey on world record pace, only 9 seconds into the run right now.
World record pace, let's go. You love to see it.
Shoutouts to the Mikeycoolmoney timer. Yeah, definitely saving more time by not taking the death there.
Blows up!
So did your microphone.
Clean start to Green Forest from Bluegh. Ooh. Commentator's curse.
It happens, we've had a lot of that today. Still a 16 check though, which is really, really good considering what happens. Thanks, free streamer. Gets the loop skip really nicely, and the sort of back up the mini war run, making sure that she doesn't lose too much time from missing that. You have to wonder if Bluegh's gonna go for war run here, because I know she does know how to do it. We'll have to see.
Skipping the enemies. Not taking the checkpoint, so not gonna take that.
Honestly, understandable.
No storage, but not struggling too much with the light dash there.
I think she might be well aware that Mikey also does not go for Warren, so in this situation she definitely does not need to do it, so it was arguably the right choice to not go for Warren, just in case.
Will she go for the loop speed? No, she will take it safely. As Mikey goes for the second loop skip normally as well.
I looked a little bit close. I definitely not want the loop skip down.
I just remembered, we're doing restricted skips. Of course we won't see wall run.
Oh, we are doing restricted. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't take that into account since probably Wild Canyon. It's really easy to forget this sort of thing when you're just watching really good execution happen throughout the run.
So we'll be seeing Pumpkin Hill played normally. Mission Street, we'll be seeing it played normally since no one ever goes for Mission Street wall run.
Yeah.
However,
you probably have to remind me at Hidden Base.
Hidden Base, yeah, because it's not just the wall run there, but the GC skip and pole hop. So I'll let the Cryptic carry it away for the RNG stage.
Alright, so we're loading into Pumpkin Hill. This stage is usually quite consistent, but it can really, really own you if you get a bad piece 3. This is honestly not the best piece 1 to get. New game as well, because you have to go all the way back to get in the hint. You do not want to see a piece 3 like King of the Hill or stuff suffering from a stuffed nose, not the commentator's curse set. If that does happen now, I'm going to feel really bad. That's honestly a really nice piece 2 to grab though. We're coming up to see what Mikey's piece 1's looking like, because obviously there is some debate whether the Xbox 1024 is a little bit different or not so far. People are kind of torn on that still.
Oh,
no! I'm sorry, Bluegh. I didn't mean to.
The struggle! Mikey getting the upgrade. What is his first hit? Pumpkin Family.
Pumpkin Family, we're hoping for a Cold Iron Bars. I don't think we've seen one of those in... I don't think we've seen one in the Hero Story tournament, actually, did we? I don't remember. Honestly, it is one of the rarest pieces in the stage. So... we did not see a Cold Iron Bars, which is unfortunate, but... yeah, Mikey's set is definitely going to be favorable if he does not get the King of the Hill.
Actually, I guess Twin Skulls check wouldn't have really mattered since it's RTA.
Wait... Twin Skull. There's no way he also gets King of the Hill, right? There's no way. Mikey. Please.
It's risky going for that hint.
Especially when... Oh no, we're fine. We're good.
Okay, alright. So unfortunately, not too favorable RNG from either runner in this stage.
Yeah, execution was a little bit questionable on both ends as well. It looked like they were caught off guard by some of their pieces, but I think Blue came out with just slightly the better time.
Bluegh making the weight hop effortlessly. Looking like she really wants to snag Zero Cycle.
Were we hoping for it? She's
She is
well
on pace.
Yeah. Whilst Mikey has the blurriest loading screen I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh, goes for the very precise jump hover.
You love to see it. That I believe that started out as a setup for Mission Street War Run, and then people started doing it because it was faster as well.
Ooh, very optimal box breaking here from Bluegh. Mikey getting the upgrade. We're gonna see now, as both runners, will they make it? Both of them make it onto their respective platforms. Let's go.
Let's go.
Love to see it.
With a really nice Zero Cycle, and Mikey definitely still on pace. Until that moment, oh, I am sorry, Mikey.
I looked away for a split second when I took a sip of my Rockstar, and Mikey just fell down off the pillars. You hate to see it, folks.
True. So Mikey is definitely not going to get Zero Cycle in this stage now, meaning Bluegh definitely has the upper hand, coming out with probably a low 2-minute time, while Mikey can only really pull off a 2:13 at best.
That's if he makes half cycle, right?
Yeah. Which I'm not even sure is... it would be very close, if anything.
So Bluegh closing out with a 2:06. It looked like a 2:02 flat for a second. I was about to be like, wait, what?
Yeah, could you imagine?
Katie wants to know your occasion.
It's true.
That was a little tough.
Going for first cycle, I believe. Yeah, we will be seeing that. Now, coming up in Aquatic Mine, we're not going to be seeing any monitor clips because this is restricted. But once again, we will be looking for free pieces, and we will be listening to cryptic commentary.
Well, you certainly don't actually need monitor clip for the most part. It's just slightly faster from the location if you are down the narrow path, but you can go back out and use sign clips still because they are not banned and restricted. Bluegh, unfortunately, having to reset more than once to get a ping at the start. If you don't have a radar at the very beginning of the stage, it usually means that your piece 1 is in Ghost Room. And that is really, really, really bad because you have to then exit Ghost Room, and water level 2 height, a piece 2 in Ghost Room is also equally as bad for pretty much the exact same reason. Getting in and out of Ghost Room is just really, really slow. And you hate to see it because any piece 3 from this situation as well, you can't get a Ghost Room piece 3 with this, which are usually the good piece 3s. So no matter a path to the abyss for Bluegh, that's exactly what she didn't want to see. And this is what I was talking about with Ghost Room pieces, piece 1 and piece 2 usually being the worst. So that's really unfortunate. She is going to have a really nice clip out to get to it though. That was really clean. Good stuff from Bluegh. Played really well with the cards that she was dealt. I mean, it wasn't a very good hand, but still managing to hit that 21, if you know Blackjack.
Let's go. Let's hope that we see a cutscene piece from Mikeycoolmoney.
Yeah, don't gamble, kids.
Ooh, that looked like a yellow ping, but it's just the resolution, I guess.
Oh, is that free fans?
President must be over there.
I think yeah, because otherwise he probably wouldn't be taking this no radar piece like I mentioned. Ghost Room piece 1's being pretty bad generally, and it is a free fans piece.
3 metal barrels, and it's going to be in Ghost Room, I guess.
Does a really good job on that sign clip. No, there's not many piece 2s from here that can be really good, so... Left eye, never mind! That is a really nice set for Mikey. RNG just completely in his favor this run, I would say. Maybe not pumping hole, but...
That'll definitely help him save some time over Bluegh.
I'm getting closer.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the gap looks to be about a minute now, which, again, this is probably mostly due to Mikey making the decision to Gentleman's RTA. I would like to know the retimed IGT from this afterwards. I might go and do that later. Just out of pure curiosity. Both runners are essentially loading into an auto-scroller now. There's not too much to talk about here. You just don't hit cars and make sure that you swerve left and right a bunch, so...
So, the biggest thing here is, while we have some time, what are your predictions on how Mikeycoolmoney can still win this?
Mikeycoolmoney can still win this, and you know what? I think it's gonna happen in Pyramid Cave. I don't know why, I don't know how. I think it's gonna happen in Pyramid Cave. That is my prediction.
Base prediction. So, you know, we won't be seeing... well, actually, I do believe Snake Skip is allowed.
Yeah, I believe it is, because it's considered a gap jump by the definitions of restricted skips.
And, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like X Skip isn't off the table.
Actually, yeah, no, I did bring this up a while ago, but they never actually explicitly banned Hex Skip from restricted, so...
This is kind of based.
You know, Bluegh does know Hex Skip. I would be very surprised if she went for it. Mikey going with a backwards driving. Let's go, Mikey.
Mikey already winning in flex points.
Showing off for the fans. This is how Mikey can still win this.
So we're already seeing swag strats from Mikeycoolmoney. What kind of swag strats will we see from Bluegh coming up into Hidden Base, where, reminder, Axel Skip is the only one on the table at the start. In fact, that's pretty much the only thing available for all of Hidden Base.
Yenom Luke Yekium. Yenom Luke Yekium. Right. Thanks, Restreamo. Very cool.
I'm all for the Yenam Luke Yekim.
Why are you so good at that? That's you should be hired to play in Mad Space.
Hired to play in Mad Space. Okay, let's see. Out of instinct, will Bluegh end up going for... I remember her talking that she might go on the pole and then go to Axel. Oh, it just goes right to Axel. Good memory.
Mikey
Sometimes
drags back.
these forget. And, ooh, makes it over first try. That's what you really want to see for Axel. Otherwise, you're losing a bit of time.
Yeah, you love to see it. I think Mikey's gonna end the stage backwards just to add the extra flex points onto there.
Not only that, just narrowly avoiding eating a whole melon. Nah,
No.
Tails didn't find the president. The president found Tails. And the president is Aura 66.
It's true. Aura is in that limousine, guys. Believe it or not.
54 checkpoint from Bluegh. Really solid time for Axel.
Actually, true, yeah. You can't really expect too much better than a 50 with pole hop, so... I suppose only losing 4 seconds to Axel is really good execution for this part.
Ooh, Dora giving her a little bit of trouble.
Mikey also entering Kingdom Base now. We'll see if he goes for Axel in a similar way. He's going on the left side, which is an interesting route. You don't see that very often.
Has Mikeycoolmoney discovered a new ring route? Bluegh!
Bluegh taking a huge def there. Actually going back about
25
seconds in the stage. Yeah, no. So Mikey has a slight chance to catch up here, even though it's still going to be about a 1-minute lead, even with perfect execution from Mikey. Yeah, that was definitely not a nice def to see for Bluegh there. Does happen though. She is going to sweep through the last section of the stage pretty cleanly though to come back from that, so... Yeah, definitely alright. As long as you don't let your mentality be just destroyed too much by taking a huge death by that, you can definitely stay on the cards with good execution throughout the stage. That's exactly what she did.
That was a little tough.
Mikeycoolmoney getting a slightly more unfavorable time on that first checkpoint with a 105.
Oh yeah, and there's a couple enemies that are added to the stage on console, like the one that you just saw him avoid there. It doesn't really make it too much more difficult, but there is something to keep in mind if you're going to do console runs.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okie dokie. So we're not going to see any door skips from Bluegh coming up here. Ooh, backup strat.
No.
Backup wake strat. Let's go.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. Not a lot of runners know to do that, actually, but yeah, if you stand on the ledge on either side of pretty much any of these platforms and spin dash across the other one, you can get height. That's really nice to see it. Unfortunately, that Bluegh had to do that, though. Speaking of having to do unfortunate things, here is the key throw that adds literally nothing to the experience of playing the stage, but people voted it in anyway.
Now this key is really annoying to grab. You gotta go all the way over here, you gotta avoid some enemy fire, grab the key, take it back safely, throw it at some hourglasses, or just jump into the hourglass.
Yeah, this section is really painful, trying to get back up here.
Now will she yeet it? Yeet, yeet, yeet!
Kobe! Scoring 10 points of basketball, Bluegh gets it straight into the hole, as you like to see.
Always love to see it. Mikeycoolmoney with a 14 first checkpoint, not at all bad. Let's see. Will we see heck skip or snake skip?
I really don't think we're gonna see a hex skip today. Unfortunate, but understandable. Going up on the last part of the stage, the last gravity bounce. Not gonna go for it. Definitely quite a safe play, to be fair, because if you miss that, you will lose around 30 seconds, so... And especially after you've done so much of the stage, like, adding all this movement that Mikey is doing right now into the stage can be pretty painful, and the thought that you'd have to do more of this stage as well after dying there, it's just not fun to have to take that risk.
No, absolutely. And considering Bluegh had to go, Bluegh had to go all the way for the key. 208 Pyramid Cave, not at all awful. Pretty pog. Pretty pog.
Mikey not going for the yeet. That's some hitch.
Above the small flame P1 for Bluegh.
Oh, right, box clip is banned, so she's going to opt to do the booty clip. It's also worth noting that Mikey cannot actually do this clip on console. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think the collision of the box is just different, so you can't really clip. You can zip, but it's much harder. So...
Mikey!
Oh no! Oh, Mikey, no! Yeah, that's really unfortunate, so he's just gonna play for it normally now, which is understandable. I'm wanting to take the risk again.
No bugs, no roasted keys, no ping. We're bugs on patrol!
Speaking of no bugs, welcome to the bugs on patrol of all time. They're kind of saving Bluegh here, actually, because this is not a really nice death roll. Well, now it is. Bugs immediately into a piece.
Roasted cheese!
Cheese as well, let's go.
Cracked. Just cracked.
It was definitely worth taking all those deaths for that.
I don't want no bugs. Bug is a guy who can't get no luck.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Hanging in the passenger side of his death chamber, trying to roll orangey. Yeah.
Who's there?
That's some satire right there.
What the
Cheeky little satire for
ghost?
you SA2 fans, for your hunting fans.
We love improv on this channel.
We like to have fun here. Now, will we see a cat boost?
I believe Cat Boost is not banned, so...
Not much of a skip, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Hard to argue that it should be restricted at all.
You only
Mikey
really
Cool-
get hit by the end. Oh, wow.
Yeah. 3 container brothers!
Yeah, you'll have to see it. Getting a piece immediately. There's so many good sets that you can get with this. It's questionable if Mikey will know it, though. We're gonna find out. Bugs don't like it. Is he gonna go to check? Is he gonna check, or is he gonna wander into it by complete accident? Actually, I don't think he did check. Unless this is not the set I'm thinking it is. Does this have a chance for Eggman's eye level? I'm not sure if it's confirmed or 50-50, but I didn't see him check either way. So... Meanwhile, Bluegh got a pretty hard boss to do without any bounces, but a real hard boss to do with the bounces as well, so... It is Eggman's eye level! No!
Oh, Mikey!
I called it. And surely he's gonna be beating himself up now for not checking this piece, which was really, really easy to just look at while running through core, but...
You know, at the start of Egg Golem, I noticed that Bluegh kind of stuttered there for a moment at the beginning. I think Instinct took over for a moment, probably was saying, do it, do the super bounce, but then she remembered, no, I can't.
I just got a DM from Mikeycoolmoney. It says, how about that haunting? Let's go, Mikey! Alright. You know, let's give Mikey's haunting a review. I would say, personally, that was a solid 7.2 out of 10, in terms of what Mikey was given, the execution, and the console disadvantage.
Yeah, as if you knew known to check that free piece, that probably would have bumped it up to a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10.
I got a DM from our restreamer saying, how about that haunting? Alright, Tefus, let me give you a haunting rating real quick. Well, you didn't play a stage, so 0 out of 10, I'm sorry. But anyway, Bluegh making her way through the first part of...
No Quan. We're not gonna see Quan, no, don't go to Quan!
Bluegh. Oh, Bluegh showing some disrespect to those boxes. Not today, she says, while breaking them. We can't go for that box. Just to emphasize that. I suppose a little bit of showboating, maybe.
Either that, or once again, Instinct taking over right up until the last moment.
It's true.
When you run a hero story or a dark story thousands of times and then jump into one of your first restricteds in forever, you'll find yourself just muscle memory taking over before you even realize what's going on.
Oh, and I just figured out, by the way, but that prison lane that we were talking about earlier is actually an ILPB for Bluegh.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go, Bluegh. Congrats on the prison lane ILPB.
Okay, alright, Mikey didn't go for the super bounce.
Oh yeah, he was charging the spin dash.
Bluegh slapping an artificial chaos right in the face.
We only like true chaos in this channel.
That is true.
Egg Golem is I don't know, Egg Golem's just one of those bosses that, no matter what strats you do for it, it'll never be easy.
Yeah, Egg Golem is probably, arguably, the hardest boss in Hero Story.
I would completely agree with that. I'm sure most people would too. But I mean, if you're thinking about the other bosses, there's just nothing that really compares to the difficulty here.
No, absolutely. I think Boom Boo can be a close second if you're not used to the angle.
Yeah.
But Mikeycoolmoney not suffering too much on Egg Golem with the 108, I think it says? 106, okay.
Suddenly not a bad time for skip lists. Bluegh is almost nearing the end of Eternal Engine, which means she does have around a 2-minute 40-second lead. And again, I definitely think his decision to Gentleman's RTA, or well, Mikey's decision to Gentleman's RTA, just was not a good idea. Maybe on paper, but definitely didn't put enough disadvantages or handicaps of Bluegh.
When you're Mikeycoolmoney the super mod, you know, the same rules don't apply to you, you know what I mean? You like to flex. You gotta flex.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh no!
What have you done?
I started calling out DMs from Mikey and Tepis, and now I have like 15 DMs.
Oh, yes.
Please do not do this, people. I didn't actually intend to this.
Cryptic put up a sign over his head saying, slide into them DMs.
Yeah. That was my bad, to be fair. I did kind of invite that.
How about that hunting, eh?
How about that? Yeah, I bet most of them say that, to be honest. Mikey, coming up on around almost the halfway point of the stage. I'm not sure
As
if
we're
he's on better pace than Bluegh was.
What kind of set will Bluegh get in the final RNG stage of Hero Story? Guns Machine, ugh.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to see that. Or that, don't take- oh no. There's only like 4 pieces that you should reset actually, and Bluegh getting 2 of them somehow. RNG just really not being nice to her.
It's close, 2 more left.
0.5 though. It's a really controversial piece one. Some people swear against not taking ground pieces, but you know, as the Meteor Herd World Record holder, not to flex or anything, I would personally say that ground pieces are amazing, and everyone should take them. Definitely the right idea from Bluegh.
Heard it here first, folks.
1 more left.
Can't wait for everyone to call me cringe. Getting the unfortunate digging while watching the moon. Looks like she's going to... There is a strat you can do to determine if it's the higher one or the lower one. If you punch off the top of the platform, you can read the exclamation mark as you fall. She's not going to do that though, and unfortunately does guess the incorrect one to start, so... Wanna be easy.
Yeah, this is perfect.
And it's looking like Mikeycoolmoney not struggling too much in Eternal Engine. But because of the Xbox load differences, we are seeing them slightly further behind than we typically would.
Long time no
Yeah,
see,
indeed.
treasure hunter. Did you find my
That's a
emerald?
good one. Your emerald. Talking to you.
Mikey's really gonna regret wanting to the Gentleman's RTA in this race. And this just goes to show why we always do the IGT for Xbox runners, because it's just such an unfair disadvantage. It's hard to tell who would have won this if we were doing IGT.
Where do you predict Mikeycoolmoney would be right now? Because he's finishing up Eternal Engine as we speak. Bluegh finishing up Rouge, moving into Crazy Gadget. I feel like they'd be neck and neck, or Mikey might even be slightly ahead. It's hard to say.
I'm not too sure, actually. Like I said earlier, I would be very interested to calculate the IGT later. Obviously, in this race, what matters is going to be the RTA because of the Gentleman's, meaning Bluegh is very, very solidly in the lead, and I don't think Mikey's gonna be able to pull this back so easily.
So we will not be seeing CGS or CGSS here. We will be seeing a clean, at most, puzzle room skip from both these runners. But let's find out what kind of RNG Mikeycoolmoney gets in the final RNG stage of Hero Story.
Hopefully he doesn't have to reset twice like Bluegh did. That was really unfortunate. Hate to see it. I mean, this piece one is acceptable. That's probably the lower ranking of all the pieces that you want to take, especially if it's the further away one. Mikey opting not to check top of the tip, which is something that we saw, I believe, Aura do in the Hero Story tournament, the finals of the Hero Story tournament, that might have ended up saving his life with that, so... You know, I always swear by checking top of the tip, especially if you have piece ones in this area. Doesn't need to, though.
Second try dig. Luke just collected the flame ring.
True, Mikey coming up on his last piece, which is unfortunately the further away piece of all of them, but he's going to close out with a much better time than I think we saw Bluegh get. Slightly better RNG overall.
Absolutely. Both of these players have traded back and forth the victor in terms of IGT over a level, so it's hard to say just how far ahead Bluegh might be. But it's looking like they are nearly a whole Crazy Gadget ahead, so... I predict that Mikeycoolmoney would be about 30 seconds behind Bluegh if we were in V1 right now.
That's probably accurate. We're gonna go for the puzzle skip.
Gets it nice and clean first try with a 208 Crazy Gadget. Now, I actually know for a fact that Mikeycoolmoney, I believe, loves Crazy Gadget skip list.
Yeah, we've seen him IL it a lot. I believe he's got Has he got a 140x before?
I
Sometime
believe I've
around
seen that. I do believe I've seen that. I've seen a screenshot, and I'm like a little like, whoa, little jelly. It's pretty cracked.
I would say that Mikeycoolmoney's best stage probably is Crazy Gadget Skipless, so we're gonna see something here probably.
So I think this is Mikey's best chance to pull back and pull ahead in terms of that little gap that they have.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the pulling ahead thing just yet, but definitely could close it a lot more than the lead that Blue currently has.
Mikey showing off his specialty.
I apologize if you can hear any fireworks in the background, by the way. I should have a decent enough noise gate, so... Mikey is dead! Oh, that's unfortunate. That is a 9-second death around that? That's not going to send back too much, since he just got the checkpoint right before it.
No!
Oh, wow! That was unexpected. Didn't get a ring in any of this section, which I suppose there wasn't any easy ring to grab, so yeah, the homing attack straight into the shield enemy. It can definitely happen.
It's looking like Mikey's specialty stage is showing him no mercy today.
Meanwhile, I think Bluegh attempted to go for Final Rush War in there. Those bounces looked a little bit out of place otherwise, so... I don't think she got the gravity for it, though. I know Mikey said he'd give it a shot, so we'll have to be looking out for that. Pretty clean overall, though.
No.
Oh no, Bluegh! Is she gonna land? Is she gonna land? She's not gonna be able to land, and I don't know when the last checkpoint she got was. Was it all the way back down at the bottom? It
Oh, no,
was
just 10
only...
seconds.
Yeah, it was only about 10 seconds ago. So, that's not the worst death that Bluegh could have taken, but that was definitely not what she wanted to see right there.
Mikeycoolmoney still finishing... Ooh, just about to finish with the low 2.
Yeah, this is not really what Mikey was hoping for on this stage. There was a few minor mistakes here and there, but other than that, still played slightly better than Bluegh in general, so...
But did take the deaths, unfortunately, so that's probably going to cost him.
Yeah, right. Bluegh didn't die, right?
I don't think so, and she got a 2 of 6, so it's down to Final Rush, Eggman 2, and Shadow 2.
I think it's pretty safe to say, without commentator's curse at this point, that Bluegh has probably won this race, but we will be seeing some probably more swag strats from Mikey, knowing what he said he would go for before this race. So definitely don't click off just yet.
Ooh, Mikeycoolmoney with the Swag Eggman 2. Swagman 2, if you will.
Swagman 2 Electric Boogaloo. The worst film.
As Bluegh finishes off Final Rush with a solid 252 skipless time, loading into the last split, Shadow 2.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Yeah,
Will
Bluegh
she flush him down the toilet?
relatively soon here. Mikeycoolmoney is an entire Final Rush behind, so... You know, we would have to see probably 3 or 4 game overs in Shadow 2, which is very unlikely for Mikey to still win this.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control.
I'm hoping for the Final Rush Warren, though. He said he might attempt it. No pressure, Mikey, but we're all watching.
Shadow 2 proven to not play nice right now for Bluegh.
Hey, you know what? We might actually see those 4 game overs. I hope not. I think Blue's got this. It's being really rough though at the moment for Blue. This is definitely one of the worst Shadow 2 fights you could ask for. She does
And
get
there
the
she
final.
goes. She finally closes it out with a 44-second Shadow 2. GG to Bluegh. I'm sure that did not make her feel good, but she did manage to pull through, managed to close it out, more than likely taking the victory over Mikeycoolmoney.
Yeah, huge GG's to Bluegh. We'll see if Mikey does end up going for Final Rush Warren to close off the last part of this race.
I think Mikey might have died, so being sent back earlier on, not what you want to see during this.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I think you're right. So maybe he won't go for the Warren now, knowing that, especially if he doesn't know if he's ahead or behind a Blue. Maybe he thought that the disadvantage of waiting in the load screens would be a little bit, or waiting in the result screens would be a little bit more than it actually was. So he might still think he has a chance. And yeah, no, he did not go for Final Rush Warren.
Sad, you hate to see it, folks. It's looking like Bluegh is showing off their V1 timer, and it's 32:18.
That is really decent, yeah, no. Huge GG's to Bluegh.
32:18, I believe that is 6th place.
Let's go.
And it bops the legendary one-hand legend Weg.
How can you do that? Take it back.
Take it back.
Mikey grinding backwards on the rail.
Oh, and it does seem like this is a PB for Bluegh, so GG's, massive GG's to Bluegh for the PB.
Let's go, Blue. I'm not sure what Mikey's PB is either, but I'm not sure if he's done too many of these, so we might be seeing a double PB.
No, absolutely.
To find out, he's just approaching pretty much the last parts of the stage. There's not too much more to do after this.
Mikey's definitely showing off some clean movement here near the end of the level.
He's gonna go for the risky land onto this rail instead of opting to take the rails at the top there.
It is quite a bit slower, if I'm not mistaken. Taking the top rails, that is.
Yeah.
But we are going to see Mikeycoolmoney close out the last platforming stage of the run with a 3-minute, 22 cent a second final rush, minus a death or adding a death.
So yeah, we're losing a little bit more time over Bluegh there. Awarding Bluegh the PB badge, let's go. We'll have to see if Mikey also pulls out a PB. Again, unsure what his current PB is. I'm not sure if he actually has done a restricted run before. Not that I'm aware of, but we'll see.
I love that we have a token of recognition for the personal best time that one of these runners has got.
The next time we get a PB, instead of a personal best badge, can you just put President Aura on the screen? Thank you. Oh, can you put President Aura giving me the personal best badge? I would love that.
And it's
And
looking like
Mikey.
Mikeycoolmoney is getting the last couple of hits on Shadow, just needs one more hit. No, the platform's
no.
too low!
And he's gonna take the reset. That is really, really unfortunate. Shadow was just not letting him get the last hit there.
It's definitely the play, though, because Mikeycoolmoney knows just how much height he needs to be able to clear that with multiple bounces, and it was just too high.
Should be good to take this one now, though. One last hit, and
Time.
GG's to Mikey.
Big GG's to Mikeycoolmoney, getting the very, very low 49 with President Aura Ace right there.
Mikey, stop
Very
your timer!
phased.
Stop the timer! Mikey! Mikey! Stop the timer! President Aura, can you stop the timer, please? Mikey! Oh, there he goes. Nice. Alright, so we do have time for an interview, but it looks like it's gonna have to be a pretty quick one, so
No,
let's see if we can get the
absolutely.
runners in here.
Let's see who we get in first. Welcome, Mikeycoolmoney. How do you feel about your performance today?
Okay. That final rush death was not my fault. Yeah.
All right,
Felt like I played pretty okay for being pretty rusty.
that's
But
totally fair.
Sorry.
What about the crazy gadget deaths there? Because
Okay.
I know that's
I
your
tried-
special, so.
I tried to do the swag strat with the super bounce. I'm not sure if you've seen it before, but then I failed twice because lol. And the second time I was just an idiot.
The
Didn't have
one
enough
where you like
distance.
light dash on the rings on the ceiling?
Yeah, that's the
Oh
strat.
wow, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
mad swag.
It is pretty swag, but I suck.
Well, hey, you pulled off some super swag strats during this run. Still played pretty well, not trailing too far behind Bluegh. Speaking of Bluegh, GG's, massive GG's on the PB. How you feeling?
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, thanks. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm actually really surprised that this PB'd, especially after like a lot of things in this run went wrong, like the 44 Shadow 2, the death in Hidden Base. I had a pretty bad Metal Harbor. There was just like a lot of things, like movement wise, especially that just didn't go right because obviously I have Rust on Hero Story. I've been focusing on the Dark Tourney, but overall I still feel like I did pretty good.
Absolutely. I noticed a couple times it almost looks like Instinct was taking over and sending you towards the skips. Was that actually that, or were you just trying to like tease everybody?
Eternal Engine was on purpose.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna be funny. For some of them, like I know Hidden Base, I really wanted to do pole hop, but I had to like stop myself. I don't remember any others that I accidentally almost went for.
I thought I saw a bit of a stutter at the beginning of Egg Golem.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I actually did that on purpose. So stalling in Egg Golem is actually, I think it's optimal in restricted skips, because I heard somewhere that if you wait like 12 seconds before you get the first hit, you'll have an easier time having like the platforms on his back spawn on the second and third hit.
Oh, for me, I'm pretty sure I was told just land on the third platform every time, and the first two will spawn in.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, but either way, still massively well done. I do believe that's all the time we have, though, for interviews. So congratulations once again to both runners.
I have one last question before we sign off, if that's okay. Mikey, the decision to Gentleman's RTA, I don't think you gave Bluegh... I don't think Bluegh gave you enough of a handicap, to be fair. I think that might have been
It's whatever. I mean,
not the wisest choice.
it's not like this is an actual match that matters for anything, and I want to save my boy Drum Basher from retiming things that don't matter at all. So yeah, I don't really care. More of a showcase, if anything.
Alright, well, I'm out of questions, so...
Well, a very, very fun way to look at things. Obviously, at the end of the day, we are here to have fun, and it looks like you guys definitely had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. First hero run in a while.
It was really fun.
Nice, refreshing change of pace. As we bring it back in the next several minutes to Dark Story, the matchup will be Epic Frog Skater versus Nintendo Tyler Chill. And on commentary, you will have me once again, as well as...
I think I might be sticking around. Nobody else is signing for commentary, so I said I'd be on if nobody else does.
Wicked.
Nice.
So stick around.
Bye.